Hello everyone, it's me again. Anyways, this video is basically Norway. And I have to say this one fucking thing. Stop mentioning the same things. During the Belgium video, y'all did not hop off, bro. Y'all will not hop off. It was very upsetting. Just so many things. Like, the Netherlands is stronger than Belgium. I don't care. It's unrealistic. Everyone gets a buff that I choose. So shut the hell up. And then it was like, one of them said, you could have reformed the Benelux when you had Netherlands and Luxembourg under your control. But I didn't want to do that. Too much effort for me. And invades Luxembourg, EU, and NATO. Yeah, no duh. Why was it EU or NATO in here? Because they don't exist in these scenarios. I don't care. You're not gonna stop me. Who's gonna stop me? No one. Anyways, no, fuck. Anyways, son of a bitch. Anyways, we're doing, Norway. Fuck, I forget countries' names already. Anyways, they declare war onto Denmark. Sorry, my brain's not really going well right now. Because they can, and also because they're pretty weak. They're not really gonna hold much. If they last 6 hours against Germany, they're not really gonna do much for this one. Also, they also just want to have a better chance at expansion. But I should say EU or NATO, not existent, throw it in the trash. There's going to be some realism here. Not much, but there's still going to be some. I don't know if Sweden is stronger or weaker than Norway. I'm not entirely sure, but I know Finland might be stronger than Norway by a long shot. I could be wrong entirely. I don't know. Anyways, let's just get into this battle, I guess. Basically, amongst the invasion, northern Denmark has been getting steamrolled inwards, and they eventually start island hopping. Anyways, the last bit of the main area that connects Denmark to Europe is gone and taken. Eventually, Copenhagen falls. Now, understandably, this wouldn't really last as long, but what's going to happen? Yeah, they get fully annexed. Now, this is Denmark. Oh my fucking god. This is now Norway. Jesus Christ. Anyways, what's going to happen next? Not going to surprise many. But eventually, since there's not many weak nations, they choose Iceland. Now, respectfully, Iceland is really weak. I mean, if you're from Iceland, sorry about that. Anyways, with this, well, I guess since Denmark owns Iceland, I guess that goes to Norway. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Not much to really say for a lot of this. Damn. Okay, hold on. Just color in Greenland. I wonder why the names of Greenland and Iceland were swapped. But I'm not gonna question it. Too tired to question anything at this point. Anyways, since Iceland's population is like here and nothing's over here, that's taken. And so what is gonna happen next? Probably gonna be the obvious. That. Now this is all Norway. Normally this wouldn't happen in real life, and normally I would have not gave two shits about this. But right now I don't care. Anyways, do look around. Not many options are going to be good because strong. They could, but that might cause Britain to join in. and that's going to be a bitch. So, for now, they had to decide on to Finland. Not oh my fucking god. Sweden. Crap. Okay, since now they declared war on Sweden. Not the smartest move, I will say, but maybe this might be different. Who knows, really? Now, already, this would be an impossible, well, almost near impossible invasion, but Norway makes a small front here, and Sweden makes their own front, almost, well, directly cutting Norway in half. And then they just kind of have a field day up here, taking a lot up here. Now you have to understand, I gave a buff to Norway, so yeah, and now they're going to use the last of their tail thing for a reason. Directly punch the fuck right in. Directly taking city after city, but immediately get stalked by the Swedes. Down here, yet Sweden is just making more gains. Catching an island, and going down until they get stopped. Now they're using the Copenhagen Islands for use, and punch right down. As they want to connect, which they do successfully, and now Sweden is kind of boned here. As the front line here keeps going more and more, they really aren't doing well. What really kicks the fan is that they take an island, and then they jump onto this island, taking over. Now Sweden is pissed. What the hell? Oh. I guess someone decided to choose independence today. Well, from the Greenland Isle, that's not gonna last long. Now, which there wasn't really troops here, as they just moved all the way somewhere else. Now, that's gone out of my face. In which they finally break in more, but then immediately stopped again. Now, why would this normally happen? What else could change? Well, what's going to change is, no, motherfucker, is that they're going to push out, and they encircle a bunch of Norwegians and push them directly right out quickly because they used Blitzkrieg. I wonder who taught them that. Couldn't tell you. Anyways, Norway pushes Sweden out of the country and back to the border, which was a long fight, but eventually they've managed to take out most of the Swedish, and they get stuck there, holding onto that piece of Norway. But they pushed them directly out of the country, for the most part. Now what exactly is Sweden going to do? Well, they're going to take back their island. Motherfuck. Back their island. And it directly pushed them out of this blob. Well, attempting to, that is. Now both sides are getting weaker and weaker, and eventually they decide to meet up and finally do a peace deal. Which, for Sweden's leader got shot by a Norwegian troop. So, now we get to own it. Now looking at this peace treaty, Now looking at this peace treaty, yeah, Sweden did not get a good handle out of this. Finland got this part, like this direct area here, like this here, and yeah, they barely got any. Yeah, they did not get anything out of this. They got to live, but now they have to get a new leader because they got shot. And yeah, Norway got this, and a bit of this, which is not really looking good for Sweden. rightfully so, because, yeah, now, normally, I would say they declare another war. But you know what? Yeah, Russia joins this, as Finland doesn't like the Russians, and I think they're allies with Sweden, and in this scenario, we're just gonna throw that outside the window. And Norway's friends with Sweden, but throw that out the window. So, yeah, now this is gonna be hard to do, but we're gonna try our best here with some realism. Alright, let's look how this would go. Anyways, with the look of this, yeah, it's not really gonna go well for Sweden because they're extremely weak right now. And now here comes the Norwegians immediately causing an issue. As they encircle just many places and just easily destroy them because Sweden is extremely weakened. But they're holding onto Stockholm just for safety, but they got surrounded. And pretty sure Stockholm just got taken, but I'm not sure. I think it's like right in this genuine area. Maybe. I don't know. But now they're under siege, as now Norway is just having a field day by taking it more. And making sure no one can get to fucking Stockholm. And then eventually Stockholm falls. But up here, yeah, Swedish and Finnish troops immediately start pushing inwards. Why? Because they want to. And besides, they entirely just don't even care. As they start pushing inwards, and yeah, they take over the coastal line. With just a high amount of troops, you would be questioning of how would they fall this quick. Well, yeah, well that just fucking happened. But now everyone, well, when I say everyone, I mean these two are gonna have to start the Russian front, as Russia just barges right inward, only punching into Finland. But inside, well, over here, they already had some troops stationed, and mainly caused a front, which not much really here, because it's winter. Only maybe Finland and Norway can deal with that, maybe also Sweden, but the ones who do it the best are the Russians, because it's Russia. Anyways, Russia wants to go ahead and take over the capital, which is right here, and just say, motherfucker, and just go over, son of a bitch, and go, oh, motherfuck, and just to go over here to Oslo. I think that's over there. I could be fucking wrong. But yeah, they lose their front there, and not much is really happening. So, why is nothing really happening? Well, because this border is having just a stalemate. Here's a stalemate, and here's another stalemate. Until something happens. And Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Ukraine, Moldova, even though they're not going to do shit. Georgia and Azerbaijan joins in on the Norwegian and Finnish side, as Armenia and Belarus only join on Russia's side. Wow. Yeah, this is really not going to do anything. But anyways, Finland pushes the fucking Russians out as winter ends, and Russia does eventually push almost them out. Not completely. But we should probably see, well, this is just a stalemate, really. Let's see what's going to happen over here. as much wouldn't expect this, but yeah, Kaliningrad and Belarus connect, splitting them off. But here comes the Polish and the Lithuanians. So yeah, this gets retaken. What the fuck? What the hell's going on? Son of a... You know what? We're not gonna question it. But they already pushed in Belarus. Oh, fuck, shut the hell up. Okay. Now, obviously this really won't happen, because this is too overpowered. But Ukraine does eventually cause one thing, and it's an invasion of Crimea. Now, what happened to the original Russia-Ukrainian war? Well, we're just gonna say that never happened until now. And surprise, surprise, here comes the Ukrainians taking over Crimea. They want their shit back. Respectfully. As, yeah, here comes the Ukrainians. But Russia and Belarus do make a front into northern Ukraine in an attempt to catch Kiev, which they couldn't really do that today because they fucking failed. But Ukraine does push further, and yeah, there's just a little small front thanks to Latvia and Estonia. But then here comes the Russians blitzing. I'm pretty sure they already took over Estonia's capital. They do end up doing is going over here and going downwards into Lithuania and into Latvia. Which Riga is like right here, and they want that. But thanks to Polish support, they get stopped. And the war of Belarus is fully getting punched further until the Russian support comes in and stops them. Over here, for a call of help, so Finland finally makes a strong land with their skis. The skiing people land near Petrograd. Or I think they already took it, partially. But they do end up invading a lot of Russia. And for desperately, they make a whole spear, hoping to cut them off, which they end up doing. And finally, the front line broke. Why is this different? I'm not gonna question. But I actually do like that. That actually looks cool. Like shading. Anyways, I already forgot what this was called. But anyways, they just take over. I swear, I'm forgetting places of Russia, and it's not even good. Anyways, they take over this. Boom, they took over that now. As now they gain some troops back, and begin to push further. Cutting off troops, taking them out. And eventually they make a whole landing here. And somehow here. Oh yeah, and a little bit here. Which Russia was not expecting at all. So yeah, they get a huger, not, I don't even think the huger is a word. Well, it is now for this video. And they make a whole front, which now Russia's like, oh fuck. As they had to pull some troops out of Belarus, and which caused, yeah. And, well, we had to look down here. That's impossible, you may ask. Well, you're fucking right, I was kidding. get the fuck out. As now Russia pushes inward, which eventually gets out of, because the Georgians have been preparing for this, as Norway and Sweden told them to. They're like, alright, bet. And they caused a lot of issues, which, and also there's not very much troops here anyway, so they get kind of lucky for that, as we're seeing a bunch of troops there until it stops. Until Ukraine connects with them, and now they're just pushing more. And then they're stuck. Why? Because winter's here. And eventually, another front is made into Ukraine, which it's eventually stopped again. And so now with this entire chaos, there's just a lot of things going to happen. What's going to happen, you may ask? Well, we're going to see. Now everything looks like this. A lot of this was taken back by the Russians. You may be wondering how. Well, it got cold. Very fucking cold. Like 19 Germany going into Soviet Union cold. They get a bit of this back. Oh yeah, they get this whole thing back. Punching them back. Away from fucking Petrograd. I think that's what they're called anymore. I don't know. Oh yeah, they took out most of this. You may be wondering how did it fall? Well, because the Polish are here to help. Oh yeah, Leningrad's back. Anyways, all these countries are getting exhausted, and finally they meet up in Moscow to discuss negotiations for peace. Now let's look at this whole peace treaty. It's gonna get fucking crazy. Looking at this, yeah, this is a huge fucking mess. Alright, what happened here? Well, Ukraine got this territory of Russia, Belarus got to accept their own fate and join Russia, as well as part of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Estonia got to join Finland. These two, and they're a little fine for now. They might join each other later, who knows? Not my point to care. Anyways, Ukraine got a bit of Belarus, and so did Poland. Oh yeah, they also got Crimea back. Georgia got a chunk out of Russia, and they got a little bit here. Oh yeah, Armenia was mostly taken by Azerbaijan and a little bit by Georgia. Finland, they got a bit of Sweden, and here. Oh yeah, they also got a huge chunk out of Russia. And we got the rest. We have the rest here. But here is what our nation has ended up looking like. Now, obviously, this is a scenario which would not even happen. This is far from close to ever happening. But as this is a fake scenario, I don't care. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Bye. See you next time. Yeah.